We have Savannah DeMelo here with us. As I said before, if you have any questions, Becky, just text me. And then if you're in the Zoom, hit the raise hand function. Savannah, I guess just your thoughts overall on tonight's match to start things off.
Yeah, I think in the locker room we were emphasizing just wanting to start strong. And I think we did a great job of that. I think we had two great goals, and I think we just need to keep pushing, and obviously it's not good enough. We need to come out of this game with the win, and just moving on to Portland now.
Becky was the first to say something that she had a question. So Becky, go ahead in the room.
So what do you think Racing needs to find that consistency? Because this is 2 games in a row where you've had, one excellent half and then one, less than stellar half. It seems like there's so much talent in the team. Seems like it's about to turn a corner, but it just White hasn't yet been able to. So what do you think the next piece is?
Yeah, I think we just got too content with the 2-0 lead in this game, specifically, and I think we just need to come out like we're losing and just with that same intensity, wanting to keep the ball. I think we're not a defending team. We're best when we have the ball, and I think we just did a lot of defending. And I mean, props to LA. They did an amazing job. They're a great team, but I think we could have done better and come out of this game with the win.
We'll go next to Tyler. Tyler, go ahead.
See if I can unmute myself. There we go. Seb, you kind of mentioned it, just being content with the lead and talking afterwards. Like, I realize it's probably hard to answer in the moment, but how do you change that mentality? Is that something you try to work on in training or just through conversation with your teammates? What do you think?
I mean, I think it just comes with experience too. I know we're young, but yeah, I mean, I think just talking about it in the locker room before half and kind of coming out the same intensity is what we need. But in terms of kind of how we do that, I think it's just in training, playing with that intensity. And then in games like this, we just got to learn from this mistake and take it to the next game. We have a big match against Portland, and I think we're going to need to play like we did in the first half for all 90 minutes.
Michael, go ahead.
So a couple questions about the penalty. First, were you always going to take a penalty if there was one, or was that like a at the moment decision, you taking the penalty?
No, it was it's a thing. Yeah, I was supposed to take it today if we had a PK.
Okay, and then walk us through the penalty. It looked like the goalkeeper was cheating a little bit to the left, and then you obviously buried it in the roof. So was that the plan to kind of go high on the penalty from the entire time, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, I saw she was kind of creeping on. I'm not going to say if that's my side or not, but she was creeping to his side, and I just knew if I hit it as hard as I can down the middle, there was no chance she was going to get it, and I just wanted to keep it a little bit higher just in case she was diving. So yeah, all part of the plan, and I'm just glad it went in, and we got an early lead.
Okay, that's it from me, Jeff.
Tyler, go ahead.
Yes, Kim mentioned a few times saying he just felt like the team kind of ran out of energy, out of gas, and mentioned some late changes to the lineup with, I think, Ari and Kanu. Do you think that had much of an impact on you guys switching things up kind of at the last minute?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's always good to get fresh legs in. I mean, we were defending basically this whole second half, which kind of gets tiring. So I think it did help to get some fresh legs. And I just think we needed to kind of keep the ball a little bit more and help each other out. I think we were a little bit spread out and kind of individualized things a lot. So, but yeah, the subs came in, they did great. They brought a lot of energy, and yeah.
And the last thing for me, this was Jay's first start of the year, obviously playing a little bit out of position, but how do you think she did tonight? It looked like she was playing her usual physical game for the most part.
Oh yeah, I mean, Jay's a standout player. She always does well, and I think just her playing a different role and still succeeding in it just shows what kind of player she is. I think it's only just going to keep getting better, and I think now she knows that she can play the 6 or the 8, which is huge to be that dynamic in the midfield. But props to her, she had a great game.
Becky has a question in the room.
Sorry. Yeah, this is kind of a weird schedule where you guys had this big break, and then you're suddenly, on the West Coast, and playing in this really intense stadium. Is that hard to come off an international break like that, whether you were playing or not, and like suddenly get back into the mentality that like
Yeah.
we're in games and we're in an environment such as this?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely hard, but I think it's only gonna make us better. I think it's such a challenging week out west, and I think it's two great teams, but definitely having, I know some of us had like the weekend off, which was good mentally just to kind of separate ourselves from the game, but yeah, I think it's like a hard kind of week to come back and do two big games like this, but I think it's only gonna help us in the future and kind of give us some experiences.
And even, you know, with this ending up as a draw, this is still your home city and you played in front of your family. Was that still a nice experience to?
Oh yeah, I mean, LA is my home. I was here for so long, and it's just great to play in front of my family, have my family be here and supporting me. I wouldn't be who I am without them. So yeah, it was awesome. Just final little details and make it even better.
Thank you.
Savannah, just last one is just KD's goal. What you saw on that, we've seen her score some bangers, obviously last year, but that was a really special team goal with a great finish.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've been working on our press a lot, and I think I pressed, and then Jalen was there to win the tackle, and I knew I took my touch and I saw someone coming, and I saw Katie was wide open, so played it to her early, and I know she is clinical in her finishing, so just props to her. But yeah, I think it was a great team goal and just a great finish.
Okay, now we have one more. Now, Tyler, go ahead.
I definitely lied when I said it was my last one. I swear this is the last one. Seb, how close do you feel like this team is? I mean, 3 games in and you get 3 draws, 1 scoreless where you had a lot of chances. The second you come back from 2 down, and this one obviously gets away. But it looks like you guys are right there to breaking through. Is that how you all feel after this one?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a little devastating because I think we felt like we could have gotten that 3 points, and I think that's just the last step for this team, is just winning games and not just being okay tying. We are a winning team, and we want to be a winning team and have a winning culture. So I think we're right there. I think it's just the last couple details and kind of just playing our style and not just like defending the whole second half. So I think we're right there. I think the team played well overall, and excited for the next game and hopefully to get the 3 points.
Okay, now I'm actually done. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Savannah. Appreciate you.
Thanks,
Thanks.
guys.